Hello friends, if you're wondering, yes, that is me standing in front of my bookshelves and wondering when the heck did it get this messy. In today's video, I will be doing a bookshelf reorganization and also an updated bookshelf tour because I did do one 3 months ago and I think it's about time. I think it's about time to do a bookshelf tour. Hi guys, this is pretty sudden. I did not expect to be doing this. I'm even wearing the same top that I wore in my recent book haul because I literally finished filming that and I was looking at my bookshelves and I really don't like it. I am going to be reorganizing them when I thought I would film it. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do with the shelves. I don't know how I'm gonna fix it, but right now it just looks very messy. The books are in order, but it just looks messy color-wise, and I just don't like how some authors are mixed with other authors. I feel like I need to fix that somehow. Right now I am feeling kind of overwhelmed, but we're gonna do something about this. I also have to leave in like 10 minutes. We're gonna come back to this in probably a few hours at night, but I want to do something before I leave. So I'm just gonna take out a few of the trinkets on my shelves, and also I have this one shelf which is like right down here that has a lot of my paint stuff for work, and I want to remove that and put books there. I'm gonna go and do that, and then we're gonna clean out the trinkets, and then we'll see what we're gonna do with the shelves. Hello, it is the next morning. I took a night to kind of sit on this because I wanted to figure out how to arrange the shelves nicely, and also I just was very confused. I was very overwhelmed. I finally thought of a way that I think can happen. I was thinking of matching spines but also keeping the authors in the series together. For example, I was looking through my shelves and I realized that some of these covers, they kind of match, like the Magnolia Parks ones here, Red Zone Rivals ones here. They have similar spines in a sense where it is a mixture of blue, red, orange, and green. I don't know if it's gonna work, but that's what I'm thinking about. And also I wanted to do like a pink spine type of deal or like a blue spine, but I don't want to separate my Emily Henry books and my Ali Hazelwood books. So I need to figure out that. And then I thought of doing a black, red, gold type of spine situation because a lot of my fantasy books are black spines with gold detailing or red detailing, and then there's also a black with green like Sorcery of Thorns and these Hollow Vows. It's all in my head. I don't know if it's gonna look good. And then I have this like little shelf down there. I used to not put any books there, but I think I'm gonna put books that I don't enjoy anymore or that I read a decade ago. I'm gonna put those books there. Not that I don't like them, but they are just not aesthetically pleasing anymore because the vibe has changed. So okay, so I took out 3 shelves of books and I decided to separate them into categories. If you can see on the bottom left hand side, this is the books that I'm going to be placing on the bottom right shelf, the one that's covered by my table. And then we have the red, black, white, gold category on the right side, and I also have the dark green, black category right in the middle. Then we have a few scattered categories on the left. I have a pink spine one, I have a beige one, I have a full gold one, but those are my current organization tactics, and then I am going to put them on the shelves. So you guys saw me figure out my fantasy books. I decided to separate it into green blacks, like darker greens, and then a mixture of black and reds and maybe a little bit of white and gold into one shelf. And now I want to tackle this shelf right here because I feel like this is my shit shelf. I have a lot of crap in here. So I want to tackle this shelf. I'm going to take out all of my little things from here, and then we're going to take all of these out. I'm gonna take out these 2 shelves as well because they are my romance books, and I have a lot of different color coordinations in here, and it's really stressing me out. So also I am sweating because of the heat and I'm moving so many books. I feel like I'm working out doing this. I don't really want to separate my Emily Henry books and my Ali Hazelwood books and also my Chester Springs series, my Magnolia Parks books. I'm trying to figure out if there's a possible way to keep them together. There is one thing that I thought of when I wanted to rearrange my shelves, and that is to make the spines that are like these together. If you guys can see, they are pretty similar with the Magnolia Park spines. Oh, no, let me take that out. They're pretty similar, and I feel like they're also pretty similar to the Red Zone Rivals spines. They are very similar. This doesn't look so bad. Let me see it. I think it doesn't look so bad, actually. So what am I gonna do with my Emily Henry books and my Ali Hazelwood books? I also have Love Theoretically that I have yet to read, so currently it's on my cart. It doesn't fit the vibe because it's pastel. This is the current situation I have with my series, I would say. So I decided to compile it this way, at least for now, because I don't want to separate the series, and I feel like these, especially these 3 series, they really match. Maybe if I move Book Lovers here, it looks the same. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this shelf like this first. Start with this first shelf. I have a very simple setup in here because I don't really know what to do with this shelf, but it is the most exposed one, so I decided to put the Addicted series on here. I am missing Kiss the Sky because it's on my physical TBR cart right here, and yes, I have yet to read these 2, but my cart is currently overflowing, so I put them on the shelves. I have this candle over here that was gifted to me, and I have this thing. It's actually an embossing tool on my books to make it seem like I have my own library. This was gifted to me on my birthday, and I love it so much. And then I have my film camera over here, and I also have some dried flowers as decor. And then on to the right, we have my Cassandra Clare shelf. I did not touch these at all, and I have the whole Mortal Instruments series. This is the Dark Artifices series, Infernal Devices series, and then the Last Hours series. I only put the 2 that I love the most on here. And then to my top, I'll go to the top. My goal for this is to be the black and gray shelf, but I don't know what to do with this yet. I feel like they kind of fit the vibe. These are new books. This is the Shadows and Crowns series, and I do have the first book, but it's on my physical TBR cart. These don't fit on the cart, so I just put them on here first. And we have the Crowns of Nyaxia series by Carissa Broadbent and Babel by R.F. Kuang. And on here, this shelf is going to be empty. I only have these 2 first. This is the Illuminae Files series by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. I don't have the last book, Obsidio. It's missing, but it's fine. I will get it soon. And I only have this little thing that says no shelf control. I thought it was really cute. And below here is my red, black, gold shelf. So what I have is these Violent Delights and Our Violent Ends by Chloe Gong. And then we have War of Lost Hearts trilogy by Carissa Broadbent. I have yet to read these two, but I put them on here because I read Daughter of New World and I wanted to see if they fit the vibe, and they do. So I'm just gonna leave them here. It's totally fine. And then we have a random King of Wrath. I don't really know where to put this, so it's here first. And then we have the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series by Holly Jackson. This is the Serpent and Dove trilogy by Shelby Mahurin, but I don't have the first book. The first book is on my physical TBR cart. I have yet to read these two, but for the sake of the shelf, I put them here. And I also have the Twilight series, but I don't have Twilight. My friend took it and she never returned it, so I only have the last 3 books. And then I have Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdoms. This is the Six of Crows duology by Leigh Bardugo. I have Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. And this is the Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy, Gild, Glint, Gleam, and Glow. And then below here, it's a little bit dark in here. Hopefully that's fine. But this is my dark gray shelf. Dark gray slash a random purple, because I don't want to separate my Daughter of the Moon Goddess duology, so this is gonna stay here. So we have these Hollow Vows duology by Alexi Ryan, Fire by Kristen Cashore, Daughter of Moon Goddess, and Heart of the Sun Warrior. This is the Celestial something duology. We have Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson, Fable and Namesake by Adrian Young, and then we have Mysteries of Thorn Manor by Margaret Rogerson. And then we have the Cruel Prince trilogy. What's it called? The Folk of the Air trilogy. To our left, this is my Sarah J. Maas shrine. We have the ACOTAR series, and then I have the older covers of the original ACOTAR trilogy. And then I have Crescent City over here. This is House of Earth and Blood and House of Sky and Breath. I actually have yet to read Crescent City, but they're on here because, once again, my cart is full. And also I have a little shrine for Sarah J. Maas. I do want to display it on my shelves. And then we have the whole Throne of Glass series in the new covers, the UK version, the Bloomsbury Publishing one. I am very well aware that Kingdom of Ash is supposed to be down there, but I've yet to read this book. This is the last one in the Throne of Glass series. I am not looking forward to reading it. This means that it will be the end of the whole series, and so I'm holding off reading this book, but I do not want to put it down there and have to grab it from the bottom, so right now it is on top. Then to my left we have, I would say this is a pretty random shelf situation. It's not entirely romance because we've got the Inheritance Games series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, but they just fit the vibe. The Magnolia Parks Universe series, this is the Red Zone Rivals series, and this is the Inheritance Game series. They just have the same type of spines with red, blue, green, and half of like orange and yellow. So, but I only had those 3, so I ended up combining it with these series. These are the ones that I really do not want to separate. So we have the Chestnut Springs series by Elsie Silver. Then we have Love Hypothesis, Love on the Brain, Loath to Love You, and Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. And we have Book Lovers, People We Meet on Vacation, Beach Read, and Happy Place by Emily Henry. There are some romance books that I do separate the authors of, but these ones I specifically do not want to separate. And then we go down. This is my attempt on making a rainbow shelf. Not a rainbow shelf, I guess. A blue pink shelf. Everything by Nicola Yoon. The Impossible Knife of Memory by Laurie Halse Anderson. All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. Love Boat Taipei by Abigail Hing Wen. 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. The Ex-Hex by Erin Sterling. The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. Girl Gone Viral by Alicia Rai. What to Say Next by Jolie Buxbaum. The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. Icebreakers by Hannah Grace, and Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And then we have Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score. Funny You Should Ask by Alyssa Sussman. This is the Magic Steeped in Poison duology by Judy Lin. I don't know what the series is called, but this is Magic Steeped in Poison and A Venom Dark and Sweet. Before We Were Strangers by Renee Carlino. The Happy Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez. Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. The Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton. This is a classic. And The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axio, and The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I have an orange, yellow, beige, brown shelf. I don't really know. This is kind of a messy shelf, but From Left to Right, Lola and the Boy Next Door by Anna Perkins. X's and O's by Amy Leah. The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Adderton. The Art of Hearing Heartbeats by John Philippe Nanker. And this is a sequel, A Well-Tempered Heart. Then we have Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. And Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I do not want to separate these two as well. Then we have two classics over here. This is Emma by Jane Austen and A Little Woman by Louisa May Alcott. These are the Penguin cloth bound classics, by the way. The last shelf over here is the darkest one because it's the bottom right corner and it's basically covered. We have the Selection series by Kiera Cass, and then we have all the Marie Lu books. I have all of her older series here. Then we have the Shadow and Bone trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. I just do not like the fact that this one is taller than the other two. And then we have the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy by Laini Taylor. Then we have the pile that I am looking to give away or sell. King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo, Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo, Rebel of the Sands by Alwyn Hamilton, Hating Game by Sally Thorne, What You Wish For by Catherine Center, This Woven Kingdom by Tara Mafi, and Now That I Found You by Forrest. I don't know the author's name. I have 2 copies of This Woven Kingdom, so this one I want to give away. And yeah, that is it for this bookshelf reorganization / bookshelf tour. I know I did a video like this I think 3 or 4 months ago, but I did acquire a lot of books since then, and I also really wanted to just change up the look of them. They were just so messy. I really like how they look now because the color schemes all match now, and I am very happy with my bookshelf. So I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this video, don't forget to like it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It'll mean a lot to me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!